In the last video, I described to you why you need to be using classes in QuickBooks and also in whatever your CRM is. Now I'm going to describe to you how you would end up mapping QuickBooks to your CRM. I've used Chabadsuite over here because that's what I am using and that's what I think the best system is, but you really need to do this regardless of what system you're using. So I have three things. There are three different ways to classify money. Number one is an item. Number two is a class, and number three is an account. Very quickly, an item is basically items that you sell in a store. An item would be a bottle of orange juice, a bottle of milk. Those are different items. As shluchim, the items that we sell are number one, things like contributions, tuition, event fee. So event fee doesn't matter whether someone's coming to a women's circle or whether they're coming to a Lag B'Omer barbecue. An event fee is an event fee. Tuition is the same for preschool and the same for Hebrew school. And contribution could be high holiday contribution or a Pesach contribution. Those are all contributions. Now, how do you know whether the contribution was for Pesach or for high holidays? For that, you'll be using a class. Class will tell you either it was for the Seder or for your high club, or that your tuition was for preschool. And then you have an account. Account, you don't really need as much that's not something that you're going to deal with, at least on your income. But things like groceries, travel, office, you need it more for expenses. Although when you set it up, you need to set up that contribution. There's a contribution account, and then there's a tuition account. You're going to send. You will be setting those things up. You need a map. Each software has a different name for these different things. So in QuickBooks, an item is the equivalent of a financial type, and in Chabadsuite. And I think that financial type is also what Chabad 1 uses. Their name. It is the item that matches. It's the field that matches up with item in QuickBooks. A QuickBooks class should be matched up with campaign in Chabadsuite. So, for example, your Seder High Club Preschool. And your accounts should match up exactly. A QuickBooks account is the same thing as a Chabadsuite account. So what you're going to want to do, regardless of which CRM you're using, is you're going to make names. Whatever names of items you have should match up in Chabadsuite and in QuickBooks. Although, as you'll see later, for items it's not as important, but it's extremely important for classes and accounts. And this way, when you enter your information into the CRM and then export it to QuickBooks, you'll have all the information, including the class, and all of that only takes 30 seconds. In the next video, I'm going to show you how the money flows through the whole system.